In continuation with chapter number 5, that is magnetism and matter, now let's study another topic, that is magnetic elements of Earth. There are three types of magnetic elements, and these are the quantities, which explains the magnetic field of Earth completely in terms of magnitude and direction. At a given place. As we know that the value of magnetic field changes with position and with the change in time. Thus, as the value of magnetic field changes, thus the quantity which describe it completely will also change. Thus, we study here three types of magnetic elements. First is magnetic declination. Let's denote it by theta. Magnetic inclination, or simply inclination or dip. Let's denote it by del. The third element is horizontal component of Earth's magnetic field. Let's denote it by symbol BH. Now let's study one by one in detail. Let's start with magnetic declination. First is magnetic declination. It is at a place is defined as the angle between geographic meridian and magnetic meridian. At the given place. We have studied about geographic meridian. Let's recall it. We know that the sphere has total 360 degrees. Thus, the longitudes which are passing through geographical north and geographical south and intersecting with the equator, that is the imaginary vertical lines. There are total 360 longitudes are there, and these are imaginary circles. Each circle is rotating about the axis of rotation, that is geographic axis, and all longitudes have a common diameter, that is axis of rotation. When we will cut this circle into half, then we get a plane, one plane known as geographic meridian, that is the vertical plane which passes through geographic axis. And when we will see this geographic meridian from the top, then it looks like a straight line. So this is geographic meridian. It will look like a straight line when viewed from the top. It has two poles, geographic north pole and geographic south pole. And the magnetic meridian is the vertical plane perpendicular to the magnetic axis, and the magnetic axis is tilted with some angle of geographic axis. So here, this is the magnetic axis, and the vertical plane perpendicular to the magnetic axis is this. And let us suppose if we want to calculate the magnetic field at this point P, and this is magnetic north and this is magnetic south pole. So when we will see this axis from the top, vertical axis or meridian, magnetic meridian, it looks like a straight line. That is, there is a small angle formed between two straight intersecting lines. This is geographic north and this is geographic south. Magnetic north and magnetic south, and this angle, small angle between these two straight lines is known as magnetic declination, and it varies from place to place as the value of magnetic field changes. At the equator, magnetic declination is minimum. And it is maximum or increasing with latitudes. As the latitudes are increasing, the value of magnetic declination increases. So here at the poles it is maximum. It is also defined as the angle between magnetic axis and geographic axis at a given place. What we have studied in Earth's magnetism, that the approx angle between geographic axis and magnetic axis is 11.3 degree west at the given place. The magnetic axis from the imaginary magnet, and the geographic axis is because of the geographic north and geographic south pole, passing through geographic north and south pole. It gives 11.3 degree west. And we have also studied that when we will suspend a magnetic needle freely, then it will not point towards true north or true south, that is towards geographic north and geographic south. It will point towards magnetic north and magnetic south, that is the poles on the surface by magnetic axis. So when we will suspend the magnetic needle freely, then it will point towards magnetic north and magnetic south. Declination helps us to find the true direction of geographic north. That is, if theta is equal to 0 at given place, at a particular place, then it means that magnetic compass needle is coinciding with the true geographic north. Declination is given in degree east or degree west. Second magnetic element is magnetic inclination or dip. It is defined as the angle between total magnetic field of Earth that is BE and horizontal surface of Earth in magnetic meridian. Let's see it. This is the magnetic axis and this is its vertical plane. And geographic axis, angle between magnetic axis and geographic axis is angle of declination, theta, and this is the vertical plane, that is geographic meridian. Angle between geographic meridian and magnetic meridian is magnetic declination. Total intensity of magnetic field, BE. This is its vertical component and this is horizontal component. The angle between its horizontal component and magnetic field is angle of dip. We can understand in this way that if a compass is placed as horizontal and this is its horizontal axis, this is the north pole of the compass and this is the south pole. Then when it is pivoted on the horizontal axis, then it moves about its axis, that is horizontal axis. Now when it is placed in such a manner, in this manner, then its north pole will dip down from the horizontal axis, that is if compass is placed in northern hemisphere, then its north side or north end will dip down from the horizontal surface. It is in this manner. This is the north side, north pole of a magnetic needle, and it will dip down. And this angle is known as angle of inclination. Similarly, in southern hemisphere, its south end dips down. And the angle is angle of inclination, del. Angle of inclination is different at different places. And varies from 0 to 90 degree. Del is 90 at poles and 0 at equator. And the angle of dip is given by tangent of inclination equal to vertical magnetic field by horizontal magnetic field. Now the third magnetic element is horizontal component of Earth's magnetic field, that is BH. It is the horizontal component of total intensity of magnetic field. Total intensity of magnetic field of Earth in horizontal direction thus, as it's the component of magnetic field, thus its value can be written as in terms of cos del, that is BE into cos inclination, and its vertical component can be taken as BE into sine of del. This is equation number 1 and this is equation 2. On dividing 2 by 1 we get 10 del, that is PV by BH equal to B is sine del by BE cos del, that is equal to 10 inclination. And now on squaring and adding equation number 1 and 2, that is their components, we get horizontal component square plus vertical component square, and it is equal to BE square cos square del plus BE square sine square del. This is the identity which is equal to 1 Therefore, BE is equal to root of BH square plus BV square, and we can measure the intensity of total magnetic field by the instrument name magnetometer.